Today's card is with Pleasant Pheasant. Now this is Stampin' Up's Happy Thanksgiving stamp set, and I want to show you a very quick, fast Thanksgiving card that you could mass produce so you could send out a Thanksgiving card to all your family and friends. And anyways, that's what I was planning on doing, so I came up with this really quick, fast way to do a Thanksgiving card. The colors I'm going to use are Mint Macron, Soft Suede, and my cardstock, I am also using Mint Macron and Blackberry Bliss and Whisper White. So a very, very simple color scheme. And I'm also going to show you a couple of other techniques. One, I'm going to show you how to take apart our Nature's Twine so it kind of has a, I don't know, a more rustic look to it. And we're going to be using some watercolor paper, and I'm going to show you how to do a quick watercolor wash on here. All right, with all that, let's go ahead and get started. First, let's do our watercolor wash. So I have my ink pad here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my acrylic block and I'm going to get some ink on it. I want to thin it out just a little bit. So I'm going to spray it with the water. Okay. And I have my aqua brush here. I'm going to spread it around a little bit. Get it nice and watery. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, now as you can see, it pooled up right there. That is not a problem. You just need a paper towel, and you can pick that up really easy. And just dab that away. Okay, I'm going to dab some of this other parts away too. I don't want it too dark because I want to be able to see the image that I'm going to stamp on here. So I'm just kind of picking it up with the paper towel. And I have a very light Mint Macron. Now, if you want it darker, that's fine, except you'll want to have an image that is really, really dark. But I don't have an image that's really dark. All right, now I'm going to clean this off real quick and stick my image on here. And my image is from the Pleasant Pheasant stamp set that I showed you earlier. It's the little bucket with the gourds in it. And I have the Soft Suede, which is it comes out to be a pretty dark brown. I really like it for when I want a dark brown. Get it nice and inked up, and then just put this in the center and press and hold it. Remember, this is watercolor paper, and sometimes it takes a bit for the ink to absorb into it. So I like to hold it there for just a little bit, and then up. And there we go. We have our little bucket of gourds there on our Mint Macron. And it's just simple. I don't have to paint or color anything. It's done. Now we're just going to put our card together. I'm going to close up the ink so I don't get on anything. Okay, the first part is the card base. So I have a Mint Macron card base, and I'll have all the measurements for the papers on my blog. So the link below in the description of this video will have, will take you to my blog, and it'll take you to all the dimensions and everything on here. All right, so real simple. I have Blackberry Bliss, and I've just cut it down to 4 and 5 1/4. And I just put a little glue on there, and that'll hold it nice and secure. Now, the next piece is Whisper White, but before we attach it to our card base, I want to put some decorative paper on it and a ribbon. So actually we're going to put twine, not ribbon. All right, here is our Whisper White, and it's just going to go right here. However, I want to use this piece of designer paper, so I'm going to put that on first. I love our designer paper. It's, first of all, the thickness is perfect, but just the designs and the color schemes, so beautiful. All right, and this is a nice, unique color combination for Thanksgiving. You know, traditional orange, yellows, browns, but purple and green. Why not? It's pretty. And especially these shades, this Blackberry Bliss and this Mint Macron, very pretty. Now, here is our Mint Macron Nature's Twine. And instead of just using it like this thick twine, what I am going to do is separate it into 2 separate pieces. So there are 4 strands, and so I'm just going to separate this into 4 strands. All right. And now you just pull it. So I have, actually it's pulling it into different parts, but that's okay because I can put them all back together. It's going to look really cute. All right. And you hold tight and then just use your fingernail and just kind of scooch it down. It'll get where it's really tight down here, but the more you scooch it, the more it comes off. Okay, and you can see it's starting to come down here to the end now. And come back to the top, and voila, we've got one piece out, and then we're just going to take this piece out. There we go. And just pull them apart. There we go. Fun, huh? And now I'm just putting them all back together. But not going to twist them. I'm just laying them together. All right, so now I have this nice loose string instead of a big piece of twine. And I'm just going to tie a bow. All right, let's pull this up here a little more at the top. There we go. Another trick I have found when trying to tie bows, because I need like a third hand, is these tweezers that keep themselves closed. So just stick that right there, and voila, it's holding it for me. And then I just bring it around and up. And just hold your bow loops tight as you pull the strings through, and you just keep maneuvering it until you get it to the size that you like. I'd like my bow to go this direction, so I'm just kind of maneuvering all the pieces. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll trim those off in just a sec. Let me finish putting the card together. So now let's get our image. I am going to put the Blackberry Bliss on top of the Mint Macron, but before I do that, I'm going to tear the bottom edge just to give it some more interest. And just a little bitty bit, not very much. There you go. And then I'm just going to stick that right on there like that. Oops. And then our image is just going to go right on top like that. Now we are going to use dimensionals, however, to pop this square layer up. You know, you can never have enough dimensionals. All right, and just kind of center that. Oops. Okay, we're almost done. Here we go. We have our card base. We have our layer here, and we want to put that on. And then we're going to put our image on top of that. Oh, wait a minute. We have one more thing. We need to put Happy Thanksgiving on there. So let me take my block and this here. And once again, I am using soft suede instead of black. It's really dark, but it's not too harsh like black is. And just ink that up really nice. And there we go. All right, I have my dimensionals. Because this layer has some string back here, I'm going to put dimensionals on this also. So real quick, pop those on there. There we go. And then our little saying here. Now I want to make sure the bow and everything lines up well. I think I'd like that bow just a little higher, and so this can be kind of tricky, but not too bad. As long as you don't stick the string down underneath the layer, you should be able to maneuver it however you want. Okay. There, that's a little easier to work with. All right. And dimensionals on this little guy. Okay, let me trim off these. A very simple Happy Thanksgiving card. You could create quite a few of these very quickly, and anyone would just love to receive a Thanksgiving card for you, from you, for you too. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. That way you will see every Friday a new video on a new card idea. Also, I have a blog, like I mentioned earlier, and it will have a list of all the supplies I used, plus the dimensions for all of the cutting. Also, when you're on my blog, you'll have an opportunity to sign up for my email. Every week I send out an email, and that just not only gives you up-to-date information about what's going on with Stampin' Up, but I also give a free card tutorial exclusive to my email subscribers. And it has pictures and all the written directions for that card for that week. And during October and November, I am doing 12 weeks of Christmas right now, and so you're getting a second bonus card tutorial, and it is a Christmas card. And that's a really fun email series that I do every year, the 12 weeks of Christmas, and it is exclusive just for my email subscribers. So if you're not on my email list, go to my blog and sign up. All right, you guys are awesome, wonderful. Have a great and creative day, and we will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.